Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today I am back for one of my monthly Q&As. I feel like these have become kind of like a ritual. If I don't do them every month, something feels like it's missing on my channel. So it's been a lot of fun for me to film these for you guys. If you want to ask me questions, I only do this via Instagram. I post up on my Instagram using the little question feature and say, ask me your questions. People have said, well, what if you don't have an Instagram? Unfortunately, this is just the only way that I'm doing it right now. It's the easiest, quickest way for me to do this. So I posted on Instagram a few hours ago. I said, ask me some questions. You guys always come up with good ones, and we're just gonna go right through and answer away. Oh, duh, it's probably already on the screen, but if you want to ask me questions and you don't follow me on Instagram, follow me. My Instagram is just Jazmine Garcia. Pretty easy, just gotta spell my name right. All right, here we go. We're gonna go to the very bottom. This person might want it anonymous, so we're gonna keep it anonymous. They said, any tips on overcoming being alone after a long-term breakup? So I talk about this quite a bit, and I really feel like for a lot of women especially, there can be an identity crisis that sort of happens after you get out of a long-term relationship, because you sort of feel like your identity was bound to the other person, especially if this is someone that you were really committed to and like this was someone you thought you would spend your life with. It's not necessarily the smartest thing to do, but we end up doing it sometimes, and it's just either like naivete or, you know, like we're still growing up, we're still maturing, we don't have a lot of confidence in our own self and our own personality, so we sort of tend to latch onto others. I've done it. I mean, pretty much every person has done it once in their life. And I would just say, take care of yourself and find the things that you love to do and find some passions, find some hobbies. When I went through one of my first big breakups, I had moved back home. That's when I got into working out. It's when I started going to the gym a ton, and it made a huge, huge difference. So I found something to kind of put my energy into and kind of create a new passion and identity for myself. I would say just making sure to focus on yourself and find something that you really love to do, and realize that this is a time for you to explore and find a deeper sense of self-confidence and excitement for independency. Jay Alves said, who does your lashes? I'm in love. So I have been to so many different people recently for my lashes. My OG and someone I will always stand by is Lashes and Labels. MJ, she's still a really good friend of mine. I absolutely love her. She's just a little bit further out. She's in Glendale, and I'm trying to stick local to my neighborhood, but she's absolutely brilliant. I've also gone to Supreme Lashes in North Hollywood, and then most recently I went to Lashes by Angel. She works at Mav Lashes, but I saw her independently, and she did this particular set, and they're all very different styles, but they're all volume, and they've all done really great jobs, so. Shine Your Light _5 I don't know what just happened to me there. _5 said, where all have you had Botox and filler? Woo! These questions always get me in trouble because people get really judgmental about this, and that's okay because I've come to accept that this is my body and I'm gonna do what I want with my body, and if you don't like it, that's totally okay. So I have had lip filler, but it's been a year, over a year since I got it done now, so I think I still, like anytime I go and see Anusha or Annette, they always tell me that I still probably have a little bit left. And when I look at videos of me before, like when I just did a reaction video a couple days ago, my upper lip definitely doesn't look as small as it did back then. So I do think that I still have held on to some of the filler, but I haven't gotten any touch-ups since. I might eventually, but I don't know, I feel like my lips fullness, it's pretty nice right now. If I do it, it would be super subtle. I have under eye filler, which I'll put a picture on the screen for you guys so that you could see the before and after. Basically, it doesn't work for every person, but I was a case where even every time I go back, they're just like, how did it work so well for you? Like, you were the perfect candidate. I get really bad under eye bags. It's definitely just genetic in my family to have dark circles and under eye bags. Mine isn't as severe as some of my family, but the bags were just something that no matter how much concealer I put on, you would always still see kind of like a hollowness underneath my eyes. And as you can see now, I basically don't have it at all. It's been so amazing. I love it. So that's a mid-face and under eye tear trough filler, which indirectly gives me cheekbones because they're basically filling this to get rid of the sagging, and then it gives me like very subtle cheekbones. And I've gotten Botox. I've had Botox right here when I had my lips done. I'll never do that again because they did it so that when I smiled, because sometimes I have a tendency to like smile like really big, and it was kind of weird, and so they were trying to basically freeze this part of my lip so that when I smiled it was more like this instead of like this. So it was great, it worked great, but also when I needed to brush my teeth and like gargle water, that shit wouldn't close, my lips wouldn't close, it would just like spill, it would just go like like the water would just spill out of my mouth, and I was like, okay, I'm never doing that again. I did just get Botox recently with Annette, and we did my typical areas. We did a little bit here. When I furrow my eyebrows, it tends to get like really deep set lines, and we did my forehead, but my forehead is really freaking frozen right now. Like, I don't think it's ever been this frozen before. Like, I'm gonna show you guys, okay? I am trying to lift my eyebrows. They're not moving, but this one is. A little bit. I need to go and get this one fixed, and then we might dissolve a little bit over here so that this one just moves a little bit more. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna dissolve a little bit on this side so that they can both, you know, have a little bit of movement. But I did get Botox there, and we did a little bit here. We just like tried different stuff. We did a little bit here for my little smile lines, all preventative, and then a little bit on my chin to get rid of some dots and stuff. Petty Rubia said, what's your plan for the future career-wise? I guess you should be a millionaire or closer. Great question. You know, the thing about being in social media is that we can lose this in the drop of a hat. One day, YouTube could just become MySpace and it won't have the same, you know, pool that it once did. However, I don't see that happening, at least for a really long time. I feel like right now I'm focused on building content, like building multiple channels on YouTube. Like I have my ASMR channel, which is actually starting to pick up now, and it's very exciting. I'll have it linked down below if you guys are interested in checking it out. I have my gaming channel. I stream on Twitch. Omar and I launched Built Fierce, and I have another business that I will be launching in 2020, probably in the fall, realistically, to make sure that it comes out just perfect. And we're not starting it until January, so it'll take a while. But yeah, I'm basically just focused on creating multiple streams of revenue through different outlets, and building my 401k, and building my retirement, and investing in properties and in stocks, just so that my money has more of a longer life expectancy than just basically sitting in my current accounts doing nothing. Amen, Yasin, don't you get tired of social media? Great question. It's tough. I love what I do. This month has been particularly more difficult for me because I am just straight up more sensitive in December. As many of you guys know, I experienced one of the biggest loss of my life. And so like clockwork, around like the 14th or 15th, everything just starts affecting me more than it would. It's like being on my period but amplified. Like, it's probably what being pregnant feels like. Everything makes me cry. Everything hurts my feelings. Everything feels so personal. And so, you know, I put up the video of what I spend in a week, and like every comment on there was just so there were actually, I would say like 70% of the comments were very positive, but there were some that were just very mean and just super judgmental. And it was at that moment where I was like, oh my God, I think I need to take a break. Like, this is nuts. I feel like crap, and it's like I get so sensitive. And so when that happens, I'm like, ooh, I think I need a break. Speaking of which, today's December 19th, and I'm basically taking the 20th through the 25th off of social media. I'll still be on, I'll still be commenting, I'll still be uploading, but I'm trying to get all my videos filmed for that time. That way I can just like not worry about anything and just kind of relax and enjoy the Christmas holiday by myself with my dogs, not going home to see my family, not have to focus on filming, and just kind of get my 1 week vacation out of the year. Sarah T. Keepaw said, have you had any negative side effects from anti-anxiety medication, aka libido, weight gain, etc.? So I don't take an anti-anxiety, I take an antidepressant, which is very different. I believe anti-anxieties are more, they don't really build up in your system. At least with SSRIs and the antidepressant that I take, it takes like 2 weeks before you even start to notice a difference in your serotonin levels and, you know, your mood and everything like that. So there were some negative side effects in the beginning. Killer migraines for the first 2 weeks. I had really bad dissociation going on. It wasn't DID, which is dissociative identity disorder. It wasn't like that. It was just kind of like this feeling that I was dreaming and I was like looking on the outside, or it was sort of this feeling that I was on the outside looking in, like I was inside a snow globe and I was out holding it and watching it. It's a very unsettling feeling, and it was not fun, and the migraines were not fun. But I haven't had like any issues with weight gain. I have on and off issues with my libido, but that's questionable whether it's just stress or the actual SSRIs. However, I really assume it's just stress. What is life without stress? Probably beautiful. I couldn't even imagine. Allie Baby, how are you maintaining your hair? Because I noticed how quick your hair grew. Love it. Yeah, my hair did grow super fast, and I'm so happy. I've always had pretty healthy hair. It did help a lot when my roommate lived with me because he was constantly styling it, constantly keeping product in it. He was here to give me trims. Like there were conveniences. He didn't give me that many though. It was like the average amount, but I was better with my upkeep because I'm really bad at scheduling appointments, and he would just be like, okay, it's been been 6 months. Let's give you a trim now. Or, you know, let's give you like a treatment or something like that. So that's been really helpful. And then ever since, it's just been me, you know, taking care of his hair. I did get balayage, color treated it. So technically it is more damaged now, but it's not. Like my hair is so freaking healthy. And I think it's because I wash my hair once a week. That's it. Once a week, that's it. And I just shampoo it twice and I put a really good conditioner in and I'll do like a leave-in conditioner spray detangler, and I always have my hair blown out. I always have it hot styled. But I think because I literally only do it once a week, I don't do touch-ups. Like I just let it start off how it starts off and I let it kind of fall out how it falls out, because my hair holds on to a style because of the coarseness of it. So it holds on to styles really well. If I put my hair in a ponytail, I don't get like any weird bends, and if I do, they fall out very quickly. Dewey Astrid said, how to go up to a man and start a conversation. I'm awkward, help. P.S. I love you. I love you too. I think this would be a really great topic video. Comment down below, like this video if you guys want me to do a topic video on this, because your girl has some experience with being the one who goes after somebody. I've done it quite a few times now, and I feel like I have some tips secured in the bag for how to do this. It's not a recipe for success. It's a recipe for having higher self-esteem and just putting yourself out there and being like, fuck it, I'm gonna own this, and having some success and some not be successful. So you guys want to see that? Comment down below as much as you can so that I can see it and make it happen, because otherwise I'll see it and then I'll forget. You guys gotta really let me know if you want to see it. And Neil Kumar _ Carrie said, your beauty secret. This isn't really a secret, but I just know a lot of girls that do not do this, and I feel like ever since I started doing it, it made such a difference in how long my makeup lasts on my face, how it sits on my face, and like the overall glow and finish of it. Do your skincare routine before you do your makeup. I don't know who needs to hear it, but people need to hear it, because there was a time in my life where I would just smack on moisturizer or primer and I would just get to doing my makeup. But now I don't necessarily wash my face. I typically just use a toner on one of my reusable cotton rounds, and I will wipe all of the dirt, because even if it's been a few hours since you woke up and you just washed it, there's still residue on your skin just from being outside. I get all that ish off. I do a serum, I do a moisturizer, and sometimes I will do a makeup primer, and then I do my makeup. And this will change everything about the way it sits on your face. Samaya.ish said, why are men? And honestly, fantastic question. Why? Why are they? Who do they think they are? Why do they exist? My main question would be, why? Herrera _ Denise 1 said, do you think you have succeeded in life? Honestly, yes, I do. I've been through some serious lows in my life, and especially with the loss that I experienced, there were times in my life where I did not even want to be alive anymore and didn't want to see anything through, didn't want to try. I would have been completely fine with disappearing. So not only do I feel I succeeded, you know, career-wise and with everything that I do business-wise, I would have never in a million freaking years thought when I was, you know, 15 years old that I would be doing what I do now, that I would be successful in it, that I would make the money that I do, that I would be able to help the way that I'm able to help, like outside of social media, just like with family or you know, donations, like I never would have thought. I'm always hard on myself and I always feel like I could be doing more, but I do feel successful 1000%. Nicholas _ Fuen said, why do girls get mad when we say you look prettier without makeup? I don't ever get mad. I'm always like, oh, thank you. Like, honestly, thank you, because that means that you like me without this, you know, airbrush style makeup look and bronzer and all of that. The guy that I'm seeing tells me that I look beautiful either way. I think that maybe the frustration for other people could stem from the fact that it feels like you're telling them that they shouldn't wear it, when makeup isn't always about looking prettier. It really can just be about self-expression and wanting to glamify yourself up just for like a feel-good day. So I feel like that could be the reason. So maybe instead of saying you look prettier without makeup, you can say, I think you look beautiful with makeup and without makeup. So there's been a few questions about Omar and I. I've probably seen like 5 or 6 in here, whether us working together is causing me to have feelings again, or if we're back in a relationship. And obviously the answer to both of those is no. The person that I am talking to, dating, seeing is not Omar. I didn't even consider the fact that people might think that that's the case, but it is not him. And no, I feel that our relationship is so healthy that people have a hard time understanding how we're able to keep it as platonic as we do. There's nothing going on there. Like when Omar and I talk, it's like a weekly check-in of like, how's Built Fierce going? Do you have any tips or anything that you'd like to share about the website or the platform or anything going on Facebook, or scheduling our Skype calls? We talk about prints for a few minutes. That's pretty much it. Like we have a really healthy friendship, and more so now an even stronger, more professional business relationship because of the fact that we created a business together. We don't want to mess this thing up. We're not going to put it at risk, and truly I think we've both just moved on with our lives. I am so happy that I've gotten to experience a breakup where it has such a mature ending like this, because I also did not think that this was possible. But I think because Omar is the person that he is, this wouldn't have been possible for either of us if we both didn't have the same understanding of each other and respect for each other. And I think because we have both all three of those things for each other, it makes it really easy for us to thrive in a business setting and in a platonic friendship setting. So yeah, that is my answer to that. And we actually made it through the Q&A. That was pretty much all the questions you guys asked. There were a few others in there, but I found the ones that I felt were the most answerable, or questions that I haven't answered in the last couple of months. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, do me a favor, throw it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already subscribed. I am uploading 10 videos this month, so I think we're like at number 5 or 6. So just a few more to go, and then tons of fun content planned for January. Trying to try new things on this channel starting in 2020. Kind of already have been doing it this year, but really want to step it up and continue to try different things. So thanks to all of you who have stuck it out and been around for the entire ride of my channel. And if you're new, thanks for subscribing. I'm so stoked to have you guys. Yeah, I will see you guys in my next video, and I can't wait for my next Q&A. Okay, love you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Besitos, bye.